experiences with Spooky products. First, a few facts about me. I am 92 years old. I do have a plethora of ailments that I carry around with me. Thankfully, they all hit at the same time. I got involved with Spooky in the year 2020. I was diagnosed with infectious fungal cancerous mass in my sinuses. The surgeon told me he was sorry, but this was untreatable, as I would probably die on the table. He gave me a broad-spectrum antibiotic and sent me home with approximately 2 months to live. He also ordered a PICC line, which is a tube threaded up my arm vein to my heart to go after the infection. 6 weeks of intensive IV meds and the Spooky technology, and I'm standing here with you today. My daughter, Christy, was involved in alternative medicine at the time. She had a Spooky plasma generator with a Phanotron tube. She brought this over, programmed it, and positioned the tube next to my head, turned it on, and left it running 24/7. Approximately 2 or 3 weeks later, I awoke soaking wet, but feeling great. We went back to the surgeon for a checkup. He couldn't find the cancer cells and was shocked but happy. However, and this is the sad part, he didn't want to know what we did, as it was all experimental. So I started thinking, if this worked with the cancerous mass, what else would Spooky help? I do not take any pain medication except for occasional ibuprofen or acetaminophen. I do take some meds. I also take amino acids and antioxidants that help. Now to the devices. The plasma setup works the best. I have both the Phanotron tube and the long tube. The Phanotron for small specific areas, as it can be focused, and the long tube for larger surfaces. The Gen X generator I use for overnight remote work, and the Gen X Pro generators, I use 2 of them. I use the different modalities, one for remote and one for contact. Again, using frequent differences for other ailments. Both are set to run up for 3 to 4 hour run times. I try to make the minutes count. One of the ailments I have is an autoimmune condition known as lichen planus, the fungus-like infection. This condition may have T12 to T13 cell involvement. The symptoms are pain, itching, and blisters, and affect all the mucous membranes. I did quite a bit of research and found that triamcinolone dentaplase applied to my gums and helped cool it down. After more research, I also found that laser therapy worked. At first, it was the high-powered frequencies that worked, but research showed low-dose stages of therapy worked too. I rigged the new nasal ear lasers to work in the mouth, and the symptoms began to subside. I then added PMF coils to the mixture, and that helped too. It wasn't comfortable, but it helped. I also set up the plasma unit, as well as the Gen X Pro unit, under remote. So far, it is under control, but not cured. Another ailment was chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD. Instead of drugs, I used a PEMF coil, and on the next checkup, my lungs were absolutely clear. That also applied to COVID, which I caught twice. Again, the amazement was nobody wanted to hear how I did it. I used the coils on the upper part of the left lung, these 2 sets of coils, and on the lower portion of the right lung. Each treatment lasted 30 minutes. Another problem I had was the irritable bowel systems. I used a PMF coil, again, these coils here, on one side of the other, Mini Magic, which can be used as a portable device, with the coils held down by a stretch tap. I hooked this up as an extra power supply. And they were both hooked up on the left and right hip bones. This system helped immensely. 2 or 3 treatments per week for 30 minutes, and that's it. This also worked for an esophageal spasm. Right now, I'm treating more for like fighting poor circulation of my legs, accompanied by numerous plasma blisters that occasionally pop open and really start weeping. The latter might be caused by the lichen planus. I have tried numerous treatments from doctors, wound centers, and so forth, and got really annoyed, and put New Zealand honey mixed with cortisone cream. I did get some relief, but nothing to get excited about. Then my brain finally woke up and said, have you tried Spooky? I went to the contact mode, put on a pair of Spooky socks, programmed sluggish circulation, pemphigoid bolus. Had to Google that one to get the medical term, and that's how Spooky's dictionary is programmed, and cellulitis. In 4 days, the blisters diminished and the weeping slowed. Hopefully, I would get it cleared up in 2 or 3 weeks. Aside from this, there are other Spooky products I use. I switch to these if the occasion arises. The Rife laser treatment, which can be converted to blood, nasal, or ear treatments, it is portable and it works well for problems that are helped by laser. I also have the Mermaid Magic Ray Gun for skin ailments. It makes short work of most skin conditions. And last but not least is the Mermaid Prostate Laser Unit. I have, among other ailments, BPH. I sort of started using this to see what it could do as far as shrinking the prostate gland. In the end, the Spooky products have been transformative for me, addressing a wide range of conditions. With a little research and experimentation, you can find solutions for many ailments. I want to thank you for listening.